everyone, and welcome to this pick a pile reading that I'm going to do for you guys today. So I thought it would be nice to do, to do a pick a pile tarot reading that ties in with the theme of the current season. So, well, in the Northern Hemisphere, we are going into autumn, and as the trees are letting go of all the leaves, it felt like a good idea to have a look into what energies are you being called to release as we step into autumn. So hopefully this reading should help you identify some things that you need to let go of, maybe emotional baggage, old beliefs or negative energy that's blocking your growth. Maybe you've been feeling a bit stuck or overwhelmed, and this process of working on releasing what doesn't serve you anymore will make space for new energy. So we've got 3 piles here. Sorry, you can see my light here. It's I'm in Scotland, so it's already getting, as we say, a bit dreeked, and it'll only get dreekter. So I need to have the lights on even though it is just the afternoon. So for this first pile, so these cards, are from the Seasons of the Witch Mabon Oracle. So for the first one, we have root vegetables, and here the message is: in those hidden places where most fear to go is where the most nourishment is waiting for you to behold. The second pile, we have apple of my eye. Not all that's alluring may be what it seems. See beyond the illusion. And for pile number 3, we have coven. I am you and you are me. When we come together, we are all we seek. So take a moment to see which one of these messages or images or keywords resonate with you the most, or you feel most drawn to, and that will be the reading for you. So give you a moment to have a think about that. Sorry about the glare on the root vegetables one, I'll hold that like that. So yeah, if you have a wee think about what pile you would like, I will put the times for each of the piles in the description box so you can jump to the reading that you've picked. We're going to be using the Unfolding Path Tarot this week. I've not used this one for a while and I just found it on my shelf, so thought we'd use this one this week. And then we'll also pull a few oracle cards at the end to help tie up the message. So just before I get on to the readings, as always, just the disclaimer that it is a collective reading, so please pick what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Also, it also goes without saying that you should never give your power away to a tarot reader. So you're in charge of your own life and your own destiny. So bear that in mind as well. But hopefully you will get some important messages that will help you discover what you're being called to release at the moment, to help create that space for some new energy and growth after this season's done. Okay, I'll see you in your reading. Hi everybody who picked pile number 1 and root vegetables. with the message, in those hidden places where most fear to go is where the most nourishment is waiting for you to behold. So it's a really timely card for this reading. Sorry about the glare. So if we think about root vegetables, they are something that really nourishes us, but they grow deep down in the earth, in the dark, and the mud. So yeah, this is probably going to be about really having to dig deep this coming season to unearth everything that needs to be released so that you can move forward after this season's finished. So we'll leave that there. So let's have a wee look. I'm initially thinking we'll draw 3 cards, but we'll see. Oh, that one. Okay, I'm feeling like we're going to do 6. What energies do everyone that picked Hell number 1 need to release this autumn? Oh. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got the Knight of Cups, Justice, the King of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Four of Wands. Okay, so I'm initially feeling here with Justice. It's about really finding your truth. The truth about your current situation that has been on your mind. It could be a relationship, you know, your work, your business, really where you feel like your life's heading. You know, is everything in balance? What's affecting this Justice right now is interesting because we have the Knight of Cups here and then also the King of Cups. So it's as if your emotions right now are affecting maybe your logic and reason. And there may be something you know that you want to do, but you're not doing it due to all the emotion involved. The Knight of Cups here, it's making me think about expectations and boundaries. I think for you guys that pick pile number 1, there is a situation, or maybe just in life in general, where you've maybe been looking at things through rose-tinted glasses. Maybe you've been waiting for your expectations to be met. You've maybe been either not setting boundaries or overstepping, or letting other people not allow you to uphold those boundaries. So yeah, it's really about tuning in, trying to leave some of the emotion behind it. I feel the King of Cups here is speaking more to being more in control of your emotions, not allowing them to affect you as much, so that you can get this clear image in your mind of how you want to move forward, really facing the truth. What we need to remember with justice is that it's about consequences. So every action and decision we make will have a consequence, for good or bad. So I read this recently, and it's been coming up a lot recently, but the phrase, and I actually shared it on my Instagram, is the phrase, what you aren't changing, you're choosing. So what is it that you're choosing right now that you don't actually want to choose? What is the truth? And it's really about digging deep here. Even with this root vegetables card, really digging deep and working out what it is that you actually want. So that you can move forward with confidence, you know, feeling emotionally aligned with how you want to move forward, going into, you know, the end of the year, beginning of next year. But this is going to take time, and it's going to take an accumulation of knowledge, you know, feeding that knowledge in, so that you can get to this truth. So we have the Hanged Man here. So this is, be patient with yourself while you do this. Think of, like, with the balance and the scales here, think of all the perspectives. Think of everything from every perspective. But give yourself that time to think about what it is that you want. You know, our thoughts create our emotions, and then that then leads to the actions that we take. So maybe just take a pause, give yourself that time to think about what you want and feel in feel into the emotions, and what is it that really, facing that truth again, sorry I've said truth a lot, really thinking about what it is that you need right now. What is it that actually isn't serving you? And again, you've maybe been holding on to this. Again, it could be a relationship, your job, any aspect of your life really. You'll know what it is. You'll know what it is. And if you don't, then it's about doing this deep inner work to discover it. If you've been feeling a bit stuck, overwhelmed, maybe been a bit like, almost maybe giving over control to other people. Perhaps some of you have maybe been in that, and it's not criticising or judging, we all do this, but maybe falling into that victim mentality, like, why is this always happening to me? This is a time to really dig into what your part in all this is. What's your truth? Are people overstepping your boundaries that you set? Are you letting them? Are you letting emotions take over and guiding your actions? Are you just sort of plodding along but aren't really feeling that happy right now and just feeling a bit stuck? Like, really dig into the truth. What's going to balance these scales for you? And again, think about, if you decide that you are going to take a certain action, make a decision and declare that, think through the consequences of it. That's why it's important to take this time, just have a pause, think about what you really want, think about what is no longer actually good for you. It could be eating habits, any other habit that you think, no, this isn't pushing me forward in the direction that I really want to go. Yeah. It's about letting in with the Ace of Cups here. It's about letting in, doing all this to actually get to the heart of what you actually do want in your heart and emotionally, what you need, what you deserve, so that you feel happy and know how you want to move forward, how you can bring that balance, peace, happiness. Obviously, life's a constant cycle and we always have ups and downs, but what is it that you actually want? To do all this work will allow in what is it that you actually want? Discover that. I think sometimes we don't often think about that and we just go through the motions, but what is it that you actually want in your heart? And it's about taking that time, like with the Hanged here, to pause, reflect, allow that knowing that's in your heart to give you that wisdom, to quieten down all the emotions, quieten down the mind, and really tune into your truth and what you need to bring about more balance in your life, just that will make you feel like you're moving forward and not just constantly going through the motions. It's also, I feel like with the Four of Wands here, like, this is like, can be like a celebratory card, but it's also it's like stability, and that stability it's the wand, so it's stability with your passions, your desires, your spirit, your will, what you want to do in life. So it's this card to me is speaking to the fact that fours can quickly become stagnant and a bit boring if we don't, shake things up and move into the fives. that's where I'm getting this feeling of maybe you're feeling a bit stuck and going through the motions and everything might just feel a bit meh. Or there's a lot going on. There's definitely with the Knight and the King of Cups here, there's the Knight, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on emotionally. You know, we've got 3 cups here, sort of creating this V in the cards. So it's definitely like there's a lot of emotions going on. To work out take the pause, do this work out what your truth is and actually how you want to move forward. What does your heart really want will allow you to move past this 4 and keep going with your passions, your desires, and what you want to happen, or how you want the next steps that you want to take. Now none of this is easy, but you know, as the nights here get darker, it's a good time to just spend that time with yourself and just quieten everything down and really think about what do you need, what do you want, what do you desire, and let go. Take the steps and declare it. Declare your decision. You know, whether you say that out loud to yourself or you write it down, you know, depending what the situation is. It may be about having to tell other people, you know, this is what I want to do and how I want to move forward, which can't always be easy, and I understand that, but there's definitely, I definitely feel like there's something in there that you need to dig deep and realise that you want and what's going to help you move forward. There has been a lot of joy. You can remember all the good things that have happened, but again, don't allow that to keep you stuck. You know, there's more here that you want and need to move forward. So I really feel like that's what to work on. Releasing emotions that aren't serving you, situations, any people, however you feel this is resonating with you. Take that time to work out what it is, and then take the action to move you forward. So the other card that I was going to pull is a shadow work card. Now this deck, what's this deck called? Wisdom of the Shadow. So just a warning, some of these images can be quite intense, and so, you know, if you don't feel this is for you, please just leave it. But let's just, out of interest, see, as we move into these darker months in the Northern Hemisphere here, what it's a good time to do some shadow work. And you know, if you've picked the root vegetables card, there is about digging deep into those roots and finding out what you need to look into and clear. So let's see what we get. Okay, I think it's this one. So we've got resilience. So this heart in the centre here, it's all broken up. Yeah, there's definitely, with all this emotion going on, that's why there's so much emotion, and it's hurt. but you have the resilience. That's what this card's saying, and that's something to remember. It's easy to always, like we all do, is focus on the negative, but this heart is still glowing. And this pattern here just makes me think of like the ribs or the bones, like, you know, our skeletons there to protect our inner organs. And they're strong. Bones are strong. Yeah, it's definitely heart here. It's definitely a time for you guys to like settle down those emotions and work through them. Take your time, work out your truth. How do you you know, perhaps here for some of this Four of Wands is like, you know, you had something really good that's maybe turned a bit more sour, or that's ended or been taken away, but you've got the resilience to move forward. So yeah, really all this work that we've spoke about, bear that in mind. So if that speaks to any of you, know that you've got the resilience and you can get through this, and things will get better. But it's really about working out what you want and need. I'm going to say the word again, truth. What is your truth? What do you need? What do you want that's better for you? And then lastly, I'm just going to pull one of these little Divine Doors cards for a wee lasting message for you guys. Pick pile number 1. Let's see what we get. I think it's this one. Okay. So I'll show you that. Sorry about the glare, these are glossy. Okay. Silent skill. And it says, I challenge you to unpack your mind in meditation's grace. The soul can unwind. Breathe in, breathe out, let go of doubt. So there we go. I think that sums it up nicely. You know, that really ties in with the work of the Hanged card here, you know, and justice. Unpacking your mind in meditation's grace, you know, take that time out, slow down that mind, you know, calm those emotions. And what does your soul want? What do you really, really want? And don't doubt, because you've got the resilience. So there we go, all my pile number 1s. I hope this helps and gives you something to think about. Some things that you need to release and work on so that you can move forward after these darker months are done. So I wish you luck with all of this work. If this resonated with you and you would like to share in the comments, I would love to know. You know, any questions, any other comments, please feel free. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, and I wish you all the very best going forward into autumn. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so welcome to your reading. If you picked pile number 2, apple of my eye, not all that's alluring may be what it seems, see beyond the illusion. So again, I think this card really aligns with the reading. What energies are you being called to release? So again, it's about digging a bit deeper and seeing in behind what you initially think. So we'll leave that card there. And we're going to use the tarot now to pick 6 cards. What are the energies that pile number 2 are being called to release? Release. One more card. Okay, let's see what we have. We have Fool, the Empress, Ten of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Okay. What I am initially feeling from this card is being drawn to this Ten of Swords. First of all, it feels as though mentally, maybe you guys that have it feels like mentally for all of you that have picked this pile, there's been something quite overwhelming or difficult. There's been a bit of a struggle mentally in some shape or form. But that's a 10, so it's coming to an end now. And when you feel really mentally overwhelmed, or you've got a lot of thoughts going into your head and it's maybe all a bit too much, there's always like a new beginning after that. The only way is up. So, you know, after the 10, we go back to the aces, like new beginning, something new to grow. So it feels feels as though, first of all, that maybe you guys that have picked this pile have some negative mental thoughts that you need to release. Seven of Pentacles here is making me feel like you've maybe been, because of this mental, difficult mental energy that you've been feeling, there's things that you started to grow, things that you wanted to do, but you've maybe put them on hold. And I think with the Fool coming up here affecting this card, and the Three of Cups here, it's like it's time to release some of the fear and anxiety about moving forward, and taking that leap and taking that step to get whatever it is that you're looking to do in the material world. Whether that's the Pentacles are about our resources, so time, energy, money, what we do for work, physical health, our bodies, self-care, our homes, our family home. So it's like right now you're maybe a bit of a crossroads with this Seven of Pentacles, and there was things that you had maybe started to do or have thought about doing. You've maybe planted the seeds already, but it feels like everything's come at a bit of a standstill because of this difficult mental energy of the Ten of Swords there. So it's definitely time to take the leap and move forward with whatever it is that you're trying to grow. The Empress card here it's about growth, fruition, birthing ideas, physically birthing as well, with children. There's a big energy here about you pushing forward and really taking some action. But you don't need to do it alone. This Three of Cups here is saying that you should lean on your support network. So friends, family, colleagues, maybe business associates. Like, it feels like maybe you've been kind of feeling a bit stuck, keeping yourself a wee bit small and worrying quite a lot mentally about what to do or how to get yourself unstuck or how to move forward. But I definitely feel like it's something that there's things that you've already planted the seeds of, but it feels as though it's maybe stopped in its tracks a wee bit. So again, quite similar actually to the pile number one, interestingly, is that it's about choosing how you want to move forward and taking action with that. It definitely feels like once you've kind of dampened down this fear of the Ten of Swords, taking that leap and deciding what it is that you want to grow and how you want to move forward. this Empress is really looking disapprovingly at this Ten of Swords. So there's definitely something that think about, and remember this apple of my eye card. Like, not all that's alluring may be what it seems, see beyond the illusion. So I think it's about making sure it's definitely in your best interest. You have time over this coming season to have a think about what it is you really want to nurture and grow and bring attention to. But it's important to move past that stage. Don't stay stuck in it, and don't let any hard feelings or anxiety stop you. Once you've worked it out what it is you want to pick up again, and what direction it is that you want to go. And again, this can be in any area of your life. You guys will know from hearing this what it is. If you don't, then again, have a think, take a stop, and really have a think about all the different areas of your life, and are you happy? Is there things that you need to change and that you want to grow? But don't be afraid to. We can think about things all the day long, and although this card is quite often depicted as a really difficult card, like, it's the Ten of Air. So air is like our thoughts, communication, logic and reason. It can just be that you've really had a growth of the mind. Like, it's really, you've gained all this knowledge about yourself. But it can, I think, when we've got a lot of thoughts, we've gained a lot of knowledge and things like that, it can make us feel a wee bit stuck, and like, about what to do now, what to use, how to use it, or how to go forward next. But the Seven here, I always see the Sevens as a crossroads. So it's about, with this Fool and the Empress, and then also like the Knight of Wands. She's like looking at that wand, and she's going that away into the future. She's concentrating. She's not looking ahead. She's concentrating on this wand. So the wand's about your passion, your desires, your spirit, where you really want to go inside, that makes you feel content and happy and satisfied, makes you feel like you're fulfilling a purpose in your life that's important to you. There's a lot of that energy. Like, it's like being ready, working out what you need to do to move forward, releasing any negative thoughts, anything that you feel is holding you back, working out what that is, and then in amongst doing that, working out what it is you need to leave behind, because in order for you to go after what it is you want. Because there's a lot of, like, the Fool, it's about stepping into the unknown, having no fear, going after what you want. The Empress with that growth, creativity, abundance, birthing something. And the Knight of Wands here, like, just taking action without thought, without planning almost, and just going after what you want. Don't stay stuck in this Seven deciding what to do and letting fear, anxiety stop you. And then when you're ready, like, definitely tell people about it. Use your support network to help you get where you want to go. So definitely to bring it back to the initial question that we asked the cards for you guys that picked pile number 2, the energies you're releasing are really anything that's mentally having a negative mental effect on you right now, and what is actually keeping you stuck. And I think with this apple of my eye card here, it might not be initially what you first think of, so it's important to really take the time and delve into what that is, and then when you're ready, like, going for it, telling the people you love and care about and getting that support from them. Okay, so let's also pull. I have the card here from, what's this deck called again? The Wisdom of the Shadow. So let's just see, since we're going into the shadowier, can't speak, darker months, let's see what card comes up for all you guys that picked pile number 2. What message have you got? I feel like it's that one. Yeah. We have expectations. And so on this card, we've got things like, on one side here, you know, work harder, not good enough, that's silly, we have to do better. It's like putting all these but then we've got the hand here that I think says, dear, you are loved. So that's that hand. That's almost like making me link that, dear, you are loved, and with this 3 of Cups here. Remember that there's people around you that love you, care about you, and hold you in such high regard. So I think this 10 of Wands here almost is you've been putting a lot of expectations in yourself, a lot, and it's been very, very difficult. Very, very difficult to meet those expectations, and it's been creating this, the energy that's been spoken or coming through here with this 10 of Swords. See how let me just put the deck somewhere just now, how this side of the body's like really painful looking and red and sore, and then when you have this hand coming in saying that you're loved, it's almost like it's healing. And this one says, she's doing the best that she can. Wouldn't you like to get to know her better? But then there's still the negative wee word saying that's silly, you're working her to death, but then we have to do better. So it's almost like you're telling yourself all these things in your head, and it's making you feel stuck and forget about what it is that's actually good for you and what it is you actually want to grow and how you want to take your life forward. So another thing you guys really need to release is all these expectations that you have in yourself and all these negative thoughts that you're having, because you can do it. You know, embrace this Fool energy, embrace the Empress energy. The Fool's all about potential. Everybody has potential. Everybody has, no matter what your mind might be telling you. But it's really important to lean into that support, and remember, let them support you, let them help you, and listen to what they're saying. They're not just saying it to, you know, sugarcoat things or make things sound better when they're not. It's so difficult to get stuck in our heads and feel stuck. So yeah, definitely about releasing some unrealistic expectations that you're putting on yourself, to clear up this space, to allow all this new beginning, growth and exciting energy that's also showing up in the cards for you. So lastly, we're just going to pick a card from this little Divine Doors deck, just for a final message for you. Okay, so this is the door. Oh, sorry, the light. These are glossy, so it's a bit glary. Again, it's so dull here in Scotland. So we've got deeper. And the message here says, you are not finished. You are not yet done. Dig deeper and deeper. The best is to come. Hold on, hold on. And it says pass this card on at the bottom. So this is, yeah, that really ties into the apple of my eye about, you know, see beyond the illusions. Not everything as it seems. There's definitely like more things that you want to do, and maybe you don't know what that is yet, or thought that there is anything, but definitely with this Fool and Empress energy and the Knight of Wands, it's really about digging deep and finding out what it is that you want to do, and pass this card on. Again, this is like tying in with that Three of Cups, you know, let your friends and family, colleagues, associates help you, but then you'll get to a place where you can then give that back and then help them. But first of all, you need to clear all these expectations. Yeah. So again, if you decide to, obviously again, this is all your choice. This is just the guidance that's come up from me and my cards. But you know, take these darker months coming up, autumn, to really dig deep, release those expectations, those negative thought patterns. Don't let them keep you stuck. Lean into your support network. Work out what it is that you want to do next, because you're not finished. What is it that you want to do now, and grow, birth, create, and go for it. Get rid of all this so that you can be this Knight of Wands here and just go for it. But I wish you all the very best of luck. If any of this resonated with you, and you feel like sharing, I'd love to hear in the comments below, or if you have anything you want to talk about or ask in the comments below, then I love to hear from you. And I wish you all a lovely next few months ahead. I'll be back before then, but with all this work, I wish you the best of luck and wish you well. Okay, so until next time, bye. Hi, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. This is the reading for all of you that chose Coven. I am you and you are me. When we come together, we are all we seek. So maybe this card is speaking about, maybe you guys need to release some of that hermit energy in these darker months and come together with some like-minded people. But let's see what the cards say. Okay, so first of all, we are going to draw 6 tarot cards, and we're looking at what energies are you being called to release. So let's get 6 cards. That one. What energies are everyone who picked pile number 3 being called to release? That one. Three more. It's that one. What energies are pile number 3 being called to release? that one. Okay, let's move these off a bit to make sure you can see them okay. Okay, let's see what we've got. Three of Pentacles, the Devil, Eight of Swords, Temperance, the Page of Cups, and the Empress. Sorry, Empress. I think I said Empress there. That was a mix of Temperance. Oh my god. These are mingles of Temperance. Oh, I can't say it. Temperance and Empress. There we go. Okay, so let me have a wee think here. Let's see what I'm getting. Okay, so I think that, and then this could be anything at all. Obviously it's a collective reading, but it feels like what I'm getting is that there's unhealthy attachments going on. Temperance is about, it's about alchemy, making adjustments to get the result that you want, but it's also about moderation. And it feels as though with the Devil showing up here, it just feels like with this Eight of Swords here, the Devil and Temperance, that it's like in your mind you've put yourself in a cage, but what's keeping you in that cage is the chains of the Devil here. This can be things, this could be a wide range of things. You guys will maybe know, you won't maybe know, you'll know if you dig down deep into your heart and have a think about all this. You'll know what it is that it's not actually very good for you, but you're maybe doing. It might not even necessarily be maybe in moderation, it's fine, but something that you're doing excessively, and something you're really attached to. It might be like you're attached to the outcome too much, you're trying to control too much, and it's just making you feel trapped, but it's like trapped mentally. It can be with the Devil, an addiction to something like smoking, drinking, drugs, perhaps burning the candle at both ends. Perhaps you're letting someone else control you, not stepping into your own power. So it's definitely a call to release any unhealthy habits or routines that you're allowing to go on in your life right now. And it's easy to, quite often, and again, I'm not criticising or judging because we all do this at times, it's like almost like you can, you know, life is difficult, life's hard at times, and it can turn us to things, unhealthy things for us, but they allow us to almost like anaesthetise ourselves from all the hard parts of life. But then we can get stuck in a cycle of that and doing it too much, and then it all becomes difficult to get out of. And it takes a lot of strength and courage to break that, to break those habits, to break that cycle of being either too attached to somebody or something, or just having these habits or routines that are really actually not good for us. So it's almost like all this is about finding, in order for you to find that balance again, it's about reining it in a little bit, making some adjustments, but these can be small steps, you know, small steps at a time. But with the page here, it's about beginning, but it's almost like the devil here is like overshadowing this page of cups. So the pages are about initiatory energy, like starting something afresh, not knowing all the answers yet. You know, the cups about emotion, feeling, intuition, dreams, everything around our hearts. And these little fish here, like hopes and dreams that you have right now, you're not able to progress with those because all the, you know, the unhealthy attachment that's coming through, and the excessiveness, the amount that you're letting this control you, or that you're doing it. I think an answer to that almost is having, with this Three of Pentacles here, an aspect of this card which I feel is coming through is about community and teamwork, to get to a common goal, which is interesting and really ties in with this Coven card. So for me, that's saying make sure that you're surrounding yourself with the right people. If there's other people involved, and you're continuing on with the bad habit or the unhealthy attachments, it's about anyone that's toxic in your life. And this, again, none of this is easy. None of the readings have been easy work so far, but it's surrounding yourself with the right people that are going to, you know, help you move forward, support you, not drag you down and keep you stuck in the devil energy, keeping you almost feeling, well, not almost feeling, but feeling trapped in your own mind, and feeling like there's no way out of this cycle that you're in right now. But there is, and you know, these hopes and dreams are still there. It's about creating the right balance in your life to let those in. With the Empress here, you know, the devil, it's Capricorn, earthly energy. The devil isn't always bad, you know. We're led to believe that due to Christianity, really, and having that, even if, I mean, personally I wasn't brought up with religion, but a lot of people are. But even though I wasn't brought up with religion, I still had this notion of you should be scared of the devil or it's bad. But the devil's almost like it's really creative, earthy energy, so it's almost about, which kind of ties into the Empress here, but it has to be in a good way, not like excessive or getting out of that shadowy dark side of the devil, but using that, you know, really tuning into what you want in life, what you want to create and grow. The devil can really help with that when it's in moderation, and you know, you're not allowing it to become to control you or take over your life or generate any bad habits to try and anaesthetize yourself if it becomes difficult. So I think here it's definitely about, you know, surrounding yourself with the right people, releasing, working out, is there anyone toxic in your life? And I know it's not easy just to get rid of people that are being toxic, but limit your time with them, and if you can eliminate them, do. Sometimes that can be family members, and it's incredibly difficult to do that if it's family members, so in that case it might be just reducing your time with them. What is it that's making you feel trapped in your mind? What is it that you're doing that's, you know, an unhealthy attachment controlling you, a bad habit, routine? What are you maybe doing too much of that, like I say, that isn't good for you? You know, it could even be eating too much, eating unhealthily, again, drinking, smoking, somebody controlling you, someone that's not, you know, not healthy to be around for your well-being, for your mental well-being. But with the Eight of Swords here, this card's about, we're keeping ourselves trapped. It's us in our own mind that is keeping us trapped. You know, our reality is all lived through our own perspective, but that doesn't necessarily make it the truth, but it's your perspective, so it's your reality. So it's about thinking about, really taking the time to think about what is it that is not good for you, and it's about trying to release that, let some hopes and dreams through, and turn that devil energy around to allow the Empress to come through. Use these in conjunction to start creating, like, you know, a better, healthier, more balanced life for you, and having the right people around you that are going to help you do that. Because this Coven card and the Three of Pentacles here suggests it's better to seek help with all of this. Have the right people around you. You don't have to do it all on your own. You do have to break free of this mental entrapment with the Eight of Swords here. That will be about you because it is your own mind, but obviously people can help you through all that. You know, there can be things that you guys are really looking to do, but whatever it is that's holding you back and isn't good for you right now is stopping you from really being able to believe that you can start afresh, go after your hopes and dreams, and, like, you know, create a more abundant, happier life. You know, being able to, like, birth and create something new in your life. So just to tie up, going back to what energies you need to release, I'd say, you know, be aware of who's toxic around you or who it really isn't good for you to be around. Work that out, and then take the action to reduce time with them where you can, or if you can, just, you know, delete them out your life. That might be something you want to work towards. Think about what is making, you know, what is it that's this sort of really negative, bad for you energy that's coming through, and using Temperance to make those adjustments. And again, remember, adjustments can be small, to bring back balance, to allow your hopes and dreams to come in and allow you to start, you know, making the work to grow those, and create a better environment for yourself, and use the support around you, or seek out support if you need to. So next I'm going to pull a oracle card from, I need to keep checking, Wisdom of the Shadow. So we're going into these darker months in the Northern Hemisphere, so apologies if you're in the southern hemisphere. But for us in the northern hemisphere here, what message have we got from you for the wisdom of the shadow? To help you with, I think it's that one, to help you with everything that's coming through. Oh, interesting. This was actually exactly the same card that the last pile got, expectations. So again, we've got this side that's really hurting, really not in a good state. And it's saying things like, it'll be difficult for you guys to see, so I'll read it. It's saying things like work harder, you'll never be as good as the others, not good enough, that's silly, we have to do better. And then you've got this hand coming in that says, dear, you are loved, and that side's starting to heal, and there is some kinder messages coming in, like it says, she's doing the best. Obviously doesn't need to be a she, whoever's watching this, any gender, doing the best that they can. Wouldn't you like to get to know them better? You're working hard, again, you're working them to death, I'll say, because it could be for any gender. So yeah, there's definitely, so, you know, again, this ties into this entrapment in your mind. You're saying all these things to yourself, and because you're saying all these things to yourself, this is where the more negative side of the devil is coming in, and it's maybe making you, you know, do some unhealthy habits or surround yourself with some people that aren't the best for you. But this hand coming in is like the outside, you know, having that coven, almost having those good, supportive, loving people around you, and the ones that can help you get out of this and move you forward. You know, working with them is teamwork, or any other outside support you feel you may need, is seeking that out and letting them help you, and trying to get rid of this toxicity that's keeping you a bit stuck right now. This all sounds like maybe quite dramatic, but it's for some it could be really serious, and for others maybe not so much, like in a milder form. But there's definitely things here that you are taking part in and doing excessively that it's keeping you trapped in your mind and really keeping you stuck and not letting you move forward. So leave that there. And then lastly, sorry, I've got a squeaky chair, I'm going to pull a last message for you guys from the Divine Doors deck. So let's get a last message for our pile number 3s. Okay, I feel like it's that one. Okay, so this is the door. Oh, sorry, it's so glossy. This is the door, and the message is passages, and it says, spiritual signs of inclination, you're walking through passages of your transformation. Yeah, so always remember life's a cycle. You know, we all go through good and bad times, and when we're going through hard times they will get better. But what can happen if we get stuck in negativity and unhealthy habits, or surrounded by unhealthy people? It's difficult to feel that, but you always learn a lesson, and it makes you, it does transform you, and it's all important in creating who you are. And always remember who you are is, this always sounds dead cheesy, but all of us, like every single person, also need to remember this myself sometimes, everybody's special, everybody's unique, and everybody deserves love and deserves abundance. And it's really, but negative, too much negativity can, and then getting stuck in a negative cycle or negative habits can really suffocate that joy and abundance that's waiting to come in. We have to be open to it. So yeah, working out what you need to release that's really not good for you, and surrounding yourself with the right people will keep you going through. You will transform and start to create a better environment for yourself, and allowing those hopes and dreams to come back in and allow you to think about how you're going to go in that direction, rather than the negative side up here. So yeah, I hope that helps. If any of this resonates with you, I'd love to hear in the comments, or if you have anything you'd like to say or ask, again, please feel free to pop it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I wish you all the very best of luck, and a lovely next season. I'll be back before the start of the next season, but yeah, again, I hope this helps, and I wish you all the very best of luck, and sending lots of love. So until next time, bye.